Howdy. Had something happen today that kind of made me stop for a second and think about things. So I post, I've got about 20 different social media sites, three video channels that I post on every day. I've talked about this. Day I don't have to do that anymore. It's great, but I know why I'm doing it right now. Anyway, I do about 4 or 5 posts a day, basically what I see the world as. I've talked about this. And I usually post memes every morning. And this morning I posted a meme on about, it had Biden sitting in a beach chair eating an ice cream cone as these giant nuclear mushroom clouds are going on out in the ocean and around the world. It's like the world's blowing up, but he's eating his ice cream. It's one of those political memes, you know, it kind of says it all from where a lot of us sit. Um, I had a friend on this on Facebook. I had somebody who I kind of know, or I used to, and we've been friends on Facebook for years, um, that just wrote simply, but he's still better than Trump, and then defriended me, and that's okay. And so, but the thing is, and I basically responded because I don't engage. I don't try to be hateful with anybody. I respect everyone's opinions, and I said whatever you'd like to believe. So, and that's what that person's belief is, and my beliefs are what mine is. But I had to sit down for a second and think about, man, without trying to be too judgmental. Um, this person didn't say anything, and they haven't commented on my sites on anything in, I don't think ever, for maybe a few years. Didn't say anything about that meme is ridiculous, Biden's doing a good job, or it didn't say anything about I disagree with that or it's wrong. It was just that still he's better than Trump. And for me, the way I took that was that, wow, because I see a lot of people like this. Like anything but Trump. The world's blowing up, which it really is. The world's blowing up, not maybe nuclear yet. Um, but still, people are so willing to overlook all the things that are happening right now as long as that orange guy isn't back in office. And it really kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to think about that. Now, I'm sure the people on the other side who see people like me posting wonder the same thing about me. How can he believe that? But I try to use logic and reason because let's just take out these two leaders. Number one, Trump. When Trump was in office, most everyone was living here who can remember and who isn't. Gas was low, cost of living was a heck of a lot lower. We've got inflation now. We've got inflation, though the current people in office have been denying it for a year. We got anybody who goes out shopping, even if you don't find politics shopping, they're struggling. You can see prices have gone up on everything. We're having an invasion at the border. We're having all sorts of chaos going on. Yet there are people who still think, yeah, but it's still better than Trump. So it kind of, these people have the right to believe in whatever they do. And as I said, they can think that people like me are crazy too, but everything around us is literally blowing up. And there looks to be no hope in sight, no like, not, I shouldn't say hope's not a bad word, but no improvement the way we're currently going inside. As a matter of fact, it's getting worse, worse, and worse. So anybody that does any reasonable, critical thinking that ends up looking at a bigger picture can see that. So how would you think that Biden, a man who really doesn't have his faculties together, can think, yeah, well, he's better than Trump? It made me laugh at first, but then it made me think, man, if everything that I've been talking about for years now is happening, and as it comes through, there's a lot of these people that are going to be in for shock. They're going to cognitive dissonance is the word for it. It just set me back that comment. I'm not criticizing this person as much as the mentality of behind people who were so. And I've talked about this. You get so ingrained in believing in something, or so brainwashed, or whatever you want to call it. Again, people may talk to me, think people like me are the same, but I try to see the big picture. I step outside the box. I've talked about this many times. I'm not a fan of Trump in a lot of things, even though I still support him. You know, when it comes to the vaccines, I watch CNN, I watch MSNBC when I can, I watch Fox, I watch all the independents. So I'm trying to gather all that information into things. And this is what I have said over and over and over and over. See the big picture, do the research, and then make a decision that's right for you. I've talked about that from the COVID vaccines onward and upward. But some people are so locked into the hatred of this individual, this orange man, that literally they have blinders on and they cannot see anything else. The world could blow up, fine. but at least it's not Trump. It just set me back for a minute and I had to think about that. We have a lot of work ahead of us, a lot of work.